Okay, so it seems like the video's rolling. You know, I'm on the spot here. I hope you can see this, that, and the other. Just a quick video for now. I'll make more. About the bruiser clone, something HG 407 is it called? I can't remember. So let's start as a mean to go on. Now I did actually, I'll show you here if you can see. There's another chassis. I bought two of these things, not because I've got a lot of money, I really haven't. It's quite embarrassing actually. The bell crank, should we call it, for the steering that goes on when you've got standard steering, you know, with all the servos up here and that. I could not. To my shame, I've built a lot of models, cars, bikes, helicopters. I couldn't decipher the instructions on how the bell crank was to fit to the frame, and that was on that one over there, the first one I bought. So I took the lazy route and I bought another one of these, ready to run, pre-built, you know. So just pure, well, one, because it's good to have two because you've got spares or whatever, and two, there is, I might actually sell one, but anyway, because it was pre-built, I could just literally look at how the bell crank setup was and do that. And as it turns out now, I didn't know nothing about these, you see. I've always lusted after a bruiser but couldn't afford it. So I've modified the steering, which a lot of you have already done. I've put I'll show you in a minute. Just let me swig a bit of juice. I'll show you on the camera in a minute the few little bits that I've done so far, and maybe where I'm heading with this. Oh, and by the way, if you're still here, thank you for watching, and if you make it to the end, fair play to you. So, okay, first of all, well, something not right there. It's not. Oh, it's not tightened on. I was wondering why the wheel was wobbling. These were an extravagance. They're RC four-wheel drive beadlock alloy wheels. You'll know, excuse me, RC four-wheel drive, and they really are good. I won't go too much into it. They're a bit of a pig to get the tyres on, especially when you're using these standard ones that come with it. But yeah, and what some people don't realise is if you buy a set of these off RC four-wheel drive, and by the way, they're about 150 English pounds for a set. So, you know, you could probably get alloys for your actual real car cheaper than that. Anyway, we do what we do, don't we? So here's where I'm up to right now. Okay, and there's bits of the other truck around this. I don't know if you can see it that well. I'm gonna turn the camera up a bit. I can't see what the camera's. So, okay, forget the wheels. They're on with the bearings. They're nice. They're nice and solid. And you get these nice little caps that go over the nylock nut. So if, for instance, a nylock nut come a bit loose, you're not going to lose it because it's under there. There's a lot of Allen bolts to do, but enough about the wheels. So I think you can see there I did the servo mod for the steering. I got that online. That's a 3D printed plastic, and to be honest, it seems pretty good. Now, a lad warned me about the connection. He said they'll break, but I also bought, because I've got two, I bought that front servo mod thing, and I also bought another one, which, like, to be honest, if I see you guys doing something cool, I'll copy it shamelessly, but I'll admit it. And so what's the guy's name? RC Dungeon, the guy who runs that. He's been a big help to me, man. He's pointed me in the right direction on a few things, considering I'm doing this on a budget. So in the second front servo mod kit I bought, I got this nice little adjustable bar, and I got this off eBay again. To mount the gear change servo above the gearbox rather than having all that crap back here, because I don't know, I'm particular about how I like things and that. So what I need to do with that, hopefully you can see this, let me just tilt that camera, is put a servo horn on it, and hopefully it'll be fine. There is a bit of fine. This isn't an easy fit, by the way. If you're thinking of buying one, it didn't just go straight on. I had to make a spacer for here, and this rod, it may or may not be ideal, but anyway, and I haven't had the nerve yet to see what I was going to do. I'm digressing now. There's the gearbox, or the other one, yeah. I'm going to strip that down. This is just almost a standard build. Oh yeah, I've moved the servos, but the axles, and apart from chucking the wheels on and a few different servo mounts, I haven't really done anything else now. I really hated all this plastic crap up the back. I mean, I can't stand that thing. I wish you could get it in alloy. And I've been looking at bumpers, alloy bumpers, and they're hard to find and they're blinking expensive. But I'm sure I can work something out. Anyway, so this is like the, should we call it, almost working model. And I've got a plan for this, but I'll show you in another video. Because like I said, I really hated the plastic crap. I want as much, even though that's 3D printed and that's 3D printed, I don't really paint stuff. I'm not like a decal person, but buy a bit of aluminium paint and just spray them up, and well, it'll look a bit better, I guess. So, okay, so I think I've said enough about that now. Oh yeah, I don't know if these servos are any good. They're metal geared and they're 25 kilogram. That's what it says on them. I can't remember the name of them, sorry. And okay, so I've upgraded these, and I have upgraded the controller, because the one that comes with these it's not very good. But I'm losing my train of thought now. The last upgrade I've got, I haven't got no money at the minute, this is a proper budget project, would be a speed control, because I'm still, when I put this together to run it, I'm still using the old speed control. I don't know much about it, but so just for now I'll take this out of the way. Stick that over here. Oh, right, so a little bit more explanation now. So here's a couple of axles, front and rear, and I have, you could call it modified these. What I did was, you may have seen it in my other video, I stripped the axles down, yeah, and I took the differential gears and the, I think you call it the pinion gear or something, I don't know. It's strange how that one doesn't move as freely as the other one. I might have to open that again, who knows. I locked the diffs on these axles, because apparently that's the way you're meant to do it. You take the axle apart to lock the diffs. Don't even try and do it through, like the manual tells you to do it through these. I wouldn't advise that. I really wouldn't. So what I did, like I said, so I got a wee can and I bathed them in ZX1, and heated them up to 60 degrees, because that's the temperature that this chemically bonds, impregnates actually into the metal and virtually eliminates the surface friction. Okay, and I've also got this little bugger here. That's a ZX1, a little needle oiler, and I've used that on the, this is recommended by that radio control company called Schumacher, if any of you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I did the diffs and the pinions, and I ZX1'd each bearing, even though these are the original bearings, yeah, both axles. Still need to put the hubs on this one, but no, that's it. See, that's bugging me, that one's as smooth as butter, but this one feels a bit clunky, so I might have to open it up and have a look at it. Yeah. Ow, my back. Wait, so where are we going next? Okay, so there's information online. If you can't find it, ask the guy who runs, forgive me mate for throwing your name around, RC Dungeon. He put me onto a video where the guy strips this down and he makes it so it changes like I don't know if you can see, but that's pretty clunky, and well, I can't even do it. I don't mean it's broke, I just can't do it. Does not want to go in. Perhaps if I turn the drive shaft, maybe that'll make it work. Yeah, there we go. So that's in, and when it slams fully home like that, I think that's 4-wheel drive. I can't remember for sure. There is a way to make that a lot less clunky. So when I've actually got the bollocks to do it, I'm going to strip this little bugger down, and I'm going to give it the ZX1 treatment on the gears. Why? I don't know, just because. If you don't try, you don't know. So yeah, I put these back together, all the ZX1, nice little spray of spray grease, filled it up and that, in case any water gets in, whatever. And well, am I missing the point here or something? I don't know. I'm not overall impressed with the quality of the kit, to be honest. You know, for example, like that axle, or that axle, you've got these little hex bolts, or Allen bolts as you might call them, and I'm using very high quality, not just these, but I'm using very high quality Allen keys, and it seems that these are made of cheap metal. Don't tighten them too much, or you'll just ruin the hex socket. So if you actually take your axles apart, it might be wise to thread lock these bolts when you put them back in. And seeing as this is really a test video, I'm not really sure that much I can tell you right now. Oh yeah, I can tell you a thing. These are, what would you call these parts? The part, you know, wheel adapters, I don't know. But the machining of them and the fit of them is absolutely awful. Now, I did another video where I showed you where I made a shim out of a Red Bull can, or use American fellas might call it a soda can or whatever. Cut it, put it in tight, and it did take a lot of the play out, but it's what it is, isn't it? You get what you pay for. And well, one of the lads on this site has done the RC 4-wheel drive hex conversion kit in the axles. So I found one of them today in a place in Germany. They said, we'll email you when the parts are available. And so I went ahead and pulled the trigger and ordered it, and then the email comes back that we don't actually have this quantity. Now I only ordered one, so that means they've got none, and there may be a delay on your delivery. So I'm just going to try and get my money back off them. I'll do it a different way. They shouldn't have done that. I know RC four-wheel drive hex conversion kits are, I think they're discontinued, so they're getting a bit hard to get hold of, but they shouldn't be advertising and taking your money and then telling you after they've took your money that they haven't actually got it, even though they've sent you an email saying they have got it. So I'm disappointed in them. If you want a name, message me. I won't put it in the video, but for legal reasons, but you know, company in Germany, that's what I'll say. So yeah, ZX1, blah blah blah. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I've got a little plan for, let's get this over. Like I said, I hated all the plastic on the back. I hate the bumpers because they're plastic. I hate that because it's plastic. I just, in a model that is mainly metal, you know, that's fucking crap in it. So, but for now, I've a plan for this, and this is where I'm gonna put. Well, all I will need really is the receiver box, speed control, and I'll mount the battery, lipo, whatever, somewhere around here. And you know what? Crap video, but thanks for watching. I think I'm just gonna wrap that up right now and see how it plays. I might not publish it, I might.